Mascumotions podcast. Back one more time for the one more time. I'm your host, Ando G. And just to be clear, this is your Sneaky Links favorite podcast. They might not say it's their favorite podcast today, but they're gonna say it one day because I am determined to make this a thing. Again, camera angle fucking changed one more time because I can't decide where I want to put the camera at. I'm just trying to get into this whole thing of doing this whole video podcasting thing. So I'm just gonna keep constantly moving the camera wherever I feel like, hey, that'll be a good spot to put it, or this will be a good spot to put it. Chucky's still gonna be in the background. Tiffany's still gonna be in the background. So hey, it is what it is. One day I might move Chucky across the room. One day I might sit him on the couch. And one day I might have him sitting right here next to me. You never really know. But what was I gonna talk about today? I was gonna talk about something. I know I was gonna talk about something. I just don't know what. I just don't exactly know what I was gonna talk about. Oh, now I know. And we'll get into it. I'm just gonna try to ease in there. Nah, fuck that. We're going in dry. Fuck it. No lube. We not easing. Um, these unrealistic ass fucking relationship goals, bro. Y'all irritate me so much with these unrealistic ass goals that you have for your fucking relationship because you're trying to model your relationship out of people and from people who are fucking millionaires. These people literally have millions of dollars, and y'all out here trying to you. If you constantly waiting on tax season every year, you should not be modeling your relationship goals out of Beyonce and Jay Z. These motherfuckers are billionaires every day. Just stop. But we gonna get into a little bit of that, and we're gonna get into a little bit of how the fuck did we get from relationships to sneaky links. That's another thing I don't fucking understand. But hey, just a side note, your sneaky link is not a sneaky link. Everybody know that y'all fucking. We just ain't said nothing. When we ain't gonna say nothing until you say something. We know y'all fucking. But we just gonna let you be great. But anyway, back into these unrealistic relationship goals, bro. Like, where did this shit come from? Like, people post their relationship, post what they're doing, post the trips they going on, and you can't afford to go from fucking Macon, Georgia to fucking Atlanta for the weekend. And you talking about, oh, you and your boyfriend or you and your girlfriend, this fucking relationship goes, no, you're not. And I know it's mostly not men. It's mostly not men. It's never mostly men because men don't post shit talking about relationship goals. It's mostly women talking about some fucking relationship goals. And because men don't really post about their relationship like that. For mainly two reasons. One, because we don't really care that much. We don't. Women, this is for you. We don't care. We don't care if people know what we have going on in our relationship. We don't care about people seeing us on vacation. We don't care about people seeing anything really. We just want to mind our business, be happy where we at, get some good food, get some good sex in the meantime, and mind our fucking business. That's it. But There's always these comparisons, bro. My bad. I ain't mean to blow smoke in y'all face. But there's always these comparisons, man. And I feel like that's where relationships end up going bad when you end up comparing me to somebody else, and then I can't stand up to those expectations. Like somebody, like, let's use an example. Fucking Ari and fucking Moneybag Yo, bro. Ari brought, uh, Ari bought Moneybag Yo some land. Moneybag Yo bought Ari a fucking lamb truck, and that's cool and all. But we ain't got money for land or a lamb truck. We ain't got money for land or lamb. We ain't got money for either one of those. How can we compare to that? What I'm gonna fucking buy you? A fucking Pontiac Grand Prix? And what the fuck are you gonna buy me? A fucking square of land at a national park? I don't want that shit. I'm gonna stand in that square. This is my square. You can't even buy land at a fucking national park. I don't know why I fucking said that shit, but whatever. You get what I'm saying. It's just these unrealistic goals, and we look at all these people who post all of these relationship happenings, and then we feel like we have to live up to that standard. No, you don't. There is no standard. Let's just put this out there. There's no standard for relationships because your standard might be different than my standard. My standard might be different than your standard. Like, let's take into consideration, just as a little bit of understanding, who came up with the standard measurements? And when they came up with the standard measurements, who all was there to say that yes, this is what we're gonna go with? Because first of all, if you tell me that if you tell me that a foot is 12 inches, then I look at my foot and my foot's not 12 inches, then a foot ain't 12 inches. My foot is only 10. That don't mean that my foot is wrong. That just means it's not 12 inches. So I don't understand that. I'm possibly never going to understand that. And it's always going to be a thing, bro. You're always going to try to live up to somebody's expectations of a relationship, and it's never going to work out. Just find what makes you happy and find what y'all common ground is and live on that. It's so easy. It's so easy. This is simply why I fucking subscribe to Mind My Business University. I got a scholarship and I'm still working on my doctorate. I want to be Dr. Mind My Business at the end of the day. And the reason is, I don't want my relationship to be like everybody else's. I want my relationship to be like my relationship. I want to be happy with who I'm with. I chose the person that I'm with because that's what I wanted to do. That's where I wanted to be. And just find you somebody that likes you for you and live your life and be happy. Don't try to put all these unrealistic expectations on it. Because at the end of the day, bro, here's the problem with so many relationships. People don't understand and don't comprehend the fact that you knew who they were when you met them. And who they were when you met them is exactly who they're gonna be in the end, bro. It's never going to change. And since we're already in that realm and we're on that topic, stop trying to force people to change from who they are when you met them. Because something about that person when you met them is what attracted you. And if you want them to change so bad, then why did you like who they were in the first place? Because you know what happens when you try to force people to change that are reluctant to change? They gotta. The thing that people need to comprehend is that hold on. Y'all see Dr. Spock? Well, Mr. Spock, because he can't be Dr. Spock, because Dr. Spock is the actual doctor. Mr. Spock is Mr. Spock. I fuck with Mr. Spock more. But Mr. Spock, Walmart, $4. Um, when you try to force people to change, bro, especially when they don't want to change, they'll get to the point that they actually resent you. Let me say that one more time for the people who didn't hear me the first time. The more you try to get people to change, the more that they will resent you. And the reason that they will resent you is because they feel like you don't love them or don't like them for who they are. I don't know who needed to hear that. Probably the people in the back. But it's just weird. Stop doing it. Stop trying to force me to be like somebody else. I'm never going to be that person that I'm never going to be your dream person. I'm not. I'm not perfect. I'm never going to be that. Whatever dream you had of what you wanted me to be, there's a possibility I'm never going to be that. And if I am going to be that, I have to decide to be that on my own because that's all I can be. I can only be myself every day, all day. That goes for men and women. Men, stop trying to change women to be what you want them to be. Try to manipulate them into becoming. If they're not meant to be a housewife, they're not meant to be a housewife. Women, if men aren't cut out to be the man that's the manly man, he goes outside, he cuts grass, cleans gutters, and fucking changes tires, changes oil, does it? He ain't meant to be that. Now, as a man, if you can't do that, there's possibly something wrong with you, and you possibly didn't have your daddy in your life. But or you didn't have some type of positive male role model that taught you how to do something. If you're a man and you're over the age of 20 and you don't know how to change a tire, there's something wrong with you. Seriously. If you have a car and you can't change the tire, if something goes wrong with the car and you have to call somebody, unless it's just a completely catastrophic breakdown, bro, you have a problem. If your battery goes dead and you don't know how to change it, you have a problem. If your tire goes flat and you don't know how to change it, you have a problem. If you don't know how to change your own oil, you have a problem. You should probably seek help. There's a million YouTube videos that will show you how to do it. And if you still don't know how to do it at this point, it's completely on you. But I digress. It's just unrealistic goals that we place on each other that makes the relationship so bad. I feel like that's why sneaky links became a thing, bro. That's literally why we went from sneaky links into we went from relationships and everybody being together. Like, look at the evolution or the de-evolution of people in general. We went from everybody was together and happy, everybody was getting married, relationships and marriages were lasting for 30, 40, 50, 60 years. to they got cut down to like 15 and 20, and then they got cut down to like 10, and then now they got cut down to like 5, and then now shit, marriages might not last you over a fucking year, maybe 2. Now we're more focused on fucking sneaky links, because the reason that we're focused on sneaky links is there's no, everybody got tired of the unreal expectations. Stop putting unreal expectations on people, and these things wouldn't happen. In a sneaky link, there's no expectations. I don't expect you to be here at any certain time. You don't expect me to do this at a certain time. We have no expectations of each other. We link up, we do what we do, and then we go our separate ways. What you do in your life, your business. What I do in my life, my business. And that became the norm for some reason. Well, there's a lot of things that became the norm, but we're not even gonna get into all that on this podcast or this episode. Maybe in another one. I ain't got no money yet, so I don't feel like getting canceled yet, because I'm possibly gonna say some shit that could possibly get me canceled. I feel like I should at least be popping before I get canceled. Um, well, you can't cancel me anyway. I'm uncancelable. I'm like fucking Apple subscription. I'm gonna get it in anyway. Do what you gonna do. I'm gonna just wait till you go to sleep and then pull it right on up out of there. But if you have all these unrealistic relationship goals, bro, you cheating yourself. You cheating yourself. You cheating yourself out of a lot of happiness, because you keep looking at other people's happiness and you want that to be your happiness so bad that you will put yourself in a position that it will compromise everything you have going on. Imagine you putting yourself in a position where finances are jeopardized because you want to live outside of your means. You know you can't do certain things, but you try to do it just to flaunt it for other people. Not understanding that them other people don't care. They really, when they look at it, they might like it, but they really don't like it. You think they really want to? That's why I like, bro. My thing is, no matter I had to learn. I was at a point in my life where I used to post everything. I used to take so many pictures and post everything I was doing with whoever I was with, and then I got to a point that I was like, I'm gonna stop posting that shit, because I don't want people knowing what the fuck I got going on. You don't need to worry about my relationship. That's no, just know that we're good, we're happy, and we still together. If you don't understand that and you don't know that, and if we not together, when we get to the point that we not together, you'll know. You won't see me with this person no more. You won't hear about this person no more. You hear about either the next person or me doing something on my own. And that's that. Not posting my relationship to entertain you. I don't care. I don't care. Why would I care about your input on my relationship and we happy when you not even in one? You still worried about if your sneaky link gonna pick up the phone or not. Make that make sense. The best we can do, bro, is live in the time we in, with the time we have, with the person that we with. That's it. Live within, like, bro, don't stop trying to impress people that don't care. That goes for everybody, from the richest people down to the poorest people. You don't have no obligation to prove anything to anybody, to prove that you're in a relationship and you're happy. Bro, if you gotta post it, you're not happy. Real talk. If you have to post the happy moments then you're not happy for real. Because if you happy all the time, you ain't got time to post it. Mm, that hits somebody. If you was happy all the time, you wouldn't have time to post about you being happy. Because you happy all the time. There would be no change. So why would you feel the need to post it all the time? But you post those happy moments every now and then because those are the only happy moments that you have. Other than that, you're probably miserable. You probably hate being there. Like when everybody say, I hate it here. That's you. That's you. Because you feel like you have a point to prove. All because I don't want nobody else to get them. Man, if somebody else supposed to get them, let them have them, bro. Let them have them. Let that shit go. If you to the point that you gotta post everything, like let's just go back in time. Let's hop in the time machine and go back in time to before social media was a thing. Before everybody being in everybody else's business was a thing. Imagine how happy your parents and your grandparents were. And if they wanted somebody to see how happy they actually were, they had to get a camera, take a picture of it, take it to whatever store develops films, get it developed, takes 5 to 7 business days, and then they got to come back and then they can put those pictures up in a frame or something. Or they can send it to somebody. Now, if you're happy, you can literally take a picture and then 30 seconds later, everybody can see it. There's no privacy anymore. There's no real intimacy for real. Because you so focused on taking pictures. You so focused on everybody seeing what we got going on. You hop out of this bubble that we in order to still put other people in our relationship. A relationship is comprised of two people. Now, what those two people may be varies. Maybe a man and a woman, maybe a woman and a man, maybe a woman that used to be a woman and is now a man, and it may be a man that used to be a woman. It may be two men, it may be two women, it may be whoever, it may be two non-binaries. I'm not going to discriminate against anybody, but anybody who's in a relationship, that relationship is comprised of two people. And then once you get to adding people, that's when the problem starts. You get to adding your mom in, you get to adding your aunties who ain't had a fucking stable relationship in 30 years. You get to adding your mama who got 2 divorces. You get to adding everybody. Like, you can't add your daddy because your daddy's just gonna mind his business anyway. I know that for a fact. Your daddy gonna be like, fuck that shit. I'm minding my business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But it's mostly the women in the family that ain't in a stable relationship and ain't in a good relationship and ain't had one in years that always got the most input on somebody's relationship. I'm just saying. This is not just something I came up with. This is real life experience, and I've seen it time after time after time. You involve these women, bro, that don't even know how to be happy, wouldn't know what happy was if it fell on their front porch. Don't know how to be loved for real. They so scarred by their past relationships and they trying to tell you how to have a good one. Make it make sense. Make any of it make sense. You can't. But yet those are the people that you listen to. You listen to the millionaires who don't even see each other half the time because they always working. Those are the people that you subscribe to in order to tell you how to have a good relationship. You want to know how to have a good relationship? Go look at the elders, bro. Go talk to the elders. Literally go talk to the elders and they'll tell you. The elders that are still married, they still going. They've been in it for 30, 40 years, probably longer than that. They'll tell you how to make it happen. They will literally tell you because I've asked, I've done this. They will tell you. And if you ask them, how does your relationship last so long? And they will literally tell you, I love them for who they were. And I let them be who they are. And then when hard times came, they worked through it. They talked about it. They sat down and they figured it out. They figured out what the problem was and made sure that their problem didn't come back up again. Simple. It's a simple mathematics for how to make your relationship work. You don't have to listen to the Beyonces and the Jay-Z's. I can't even really think of nobody else because everybody else's relationship changes every goddamn 6 months. And the ones, and you want to know what's crazy? The relationships that are put together by celebrities and famous people and rich people, y'all never notice how once after a while their relationships get put up. Like at first it might be like, oh, we gonna post, do this, and then after a while their relationship just stopped getting posted. That's because they actually really happy with each other every day. They really happy. When you're really happy, you don't have time to post it. You don't have time to entertain people because you're so wrapped up in what you have going on. You're happy where you are. You're happy and you're content and you want to be where you are. You're so focused on what you have going on and where you at that you don't care about anybody else knowing. As long as you and the person that you with know, that's all that matters. Some of y'all still need to find y'all bubble, bro. Find your bubble. Live in it. Embrace it. Enjoy it. Don't try to change it. Don't try to expand it. Don't try to make the person inside of it be somebody that they wasn't when they got in it. You be you and let them be them. You wanted them for who they were. They wanted you for who you were. So just accept that. And if y'all both decide to change on your own, that's fine. But don't try to force each other to change, bro. It's never gonna work. Cause you might say, oh, well, I don't like when you do this. I don't like that's what I was doing when you met me. That's who I was when you met me. So you saying that you really didn't like who I was in the first place. And then, most people come up with it. Well, I saw potential in you. No, you saw what you saw and you didn't think it would actually get this far. Now we here and you don't want me to do this, that, and the third, but that's what attracted you in the first place. So now when I stop, now it's a problem all of a sudden. Because you're going to say you want me to change, but then once I change, you're going to say that, oh, you don't like this new me. I've seen it happen. It happens a lot. Once people make the changes you want them to make, then they don't like who you are all of a sudden. Make that make any sense? It's just weird energy to me. It's completely weird energy to me. I don't understand why people do it in the first place. Like, what bothers me is that people don't understand, bro, that relationships are built on four things. Four. There's four basic things that you have to have. You can have more, but these four basic things are what need to be had. That is communication, understanding, patience, and growth. That's it. And without those four things, the relationship is never going to work. Communicate where you're upset and what upsets you. But yet, you have to have the patience to understand that nobody can change overnight. Growth is understanding that this is who I decided to be with, and I have to accept them for them. And what was the fourth one? It was communication. Understand. Oh, understanding. Just understand who they are, bro. Understand that you're not perfect, so you can't tell them how to be your perfect person. Nobody's going to be a perfect person. There's no perfect person on the face of this earth. If there is one, put it in the comments and point me in the direction that they in. Because I want to see this shit. Just understanding that that's who you chose, bro. That's who you wanted. And if you didn't like it, then why did you waste your time and theirs? I know, and I've done it. I've been through bad relationships with good times in them. I've been through good relationships with bad times in them. I've been through all of this shit. I ain't shit but like 28. I'm damn near fucking 30 and I've already been through all this shit. To the point that I'm like, man, fuck it. I'm just gonna find somebody who like me for me. And I'm just gonna sit my ass down. Cause ain't nothing out here no more. Especially not no pussy. Especially men, ain't no pussy out here. Don't go get it. Don't go get it. It ain't. Don't nothing come out here. Ain't nothing out here for you right now. Like whatever and whoever you with right now, stay over there. Ain't nothing out here. The only thing out here right now that come with, bro, it's two things that come with pussy out here right now. That's either a prescription or a fucking price tag. Or probably both. Take from that what you will. And women, ain't nothing out here with dick but motherfucking drama and a fucking doctor visit. So, hey, love who you with, man. And be happy about that shit. I think J. Cole said that shit best when he said, ain't nobody better than the person you with, my nigga. Because it ain't. Now, when you ain't with them, you find somebody better. Hey, happy for you. But for right now, love the person you with. And always, always remember, bro. And I say bro and sis. So, bro, sis, family. Always make sure that they love you for who you are. And especially make sure that they love you back. This has been the Mascumotions podcast. Y'all have a good one. And go find somebody to love.